2025 is looking like an exciting year for you Isekai fans because today's video will cover none other than one of the most popular genres in anime, and that is Isekai. Lots of brand new Isekai have been announced for 2025, and it's only right for me to share them with you all and what is coming out very soon this year. Stick around and watch this video to find out more. I hope you all enjoy. Looks like we're starting off with an interesting reincarnation isekai anime that you guys may be into, which is very similar to the case of living a slow life. The protagonist, Ryu, is transported to a fantasy world where everything around him wants him dead, as that is the natural beauty of wildlife. However, luckily, he is extremely optimistic and very clever, and funny enough, he is blessed with the eternal youth trait. But 20 years have passed by the blink of an eye, as he stayed looking the same and also has mastered the art of water magic to become the strongest mage that this world has ever seen. And as an added bonus, he likes to do things his way at his pace, slow and steady. Now this right here, baby, is what I'm excited for, because yes, Campfire Cooking End of the World Season 2 is arriving this year in 2025.
異世界に来たからには俺だってこの世界を見てみたい。もうとんでもスキルで異世界放浪飯。
The same story you know and love continues, buying stuff from an online store, cooking up tasty and delicious food that this world is so unfamiliar with, and also getting hungry while watching. But you know what they say about food anime? Don't watch on an empty stomach. But this is a very simple slice of life anime that is so effective in being entertaining to watch in every single way possible. I cannot wait for season 2.
と言ってしまえば陳腐でしょうか。
はて、
はい、我が王よ。
僕たちの国を作ろう。僕と君だけの王国を。
Apocalypse Bringer Mynoghra. I really hope I didn't pronounce that right, but this is a brand new isekai about a young boy who dies and is transported to the world of a video game that was his favorite. Now, he is a god who commands the evil civilization of Mynoghra. Now, before going to all that, in his previous life, actually, he did manage to clear the game at the highest difficulty possible, achieving legendary status. But upon meeting one of his followers in the world, she remembers all the time she spent with him in the game, and together they wish to start a new country once more. Something is rising back once more, but the question is it truly the shield hero that's rising or falling? I wonder. But season 4 is coming out in 2025. However, not many fans of the show are looking forward to this because it was dropped by so many in the second season. Although we did go back to the original route of having the same director from season 1 and better animation in the third season and more entertaining arc than the turtle one for sure, but I'm still looking forward to this anime. And despite all its issues, Shield Hero truly for me doesn't deserve the hate it gets because for me personally, it's a very good isekai.
影魔法 起動 こんなところで死んでちゃ帰れない
Yet another isekai anime where a random guy is summoned into the world and is overpowered. Yeah, we've seen that before, but more powerful than the current hero of this world, I may tell you. You know what though? This looks visually great from the trailer and it's being made by Studio Sunrise. But this is a classroom isekai where the protagonist becomes an assassin in another world, and he gets suspiciously high stats at the very start and even makes enemies with the Royal King, the same person who brought his class to the fantasy world. This is an upcoming isekai reincarnation story of how a man wakes up in the body of once a powerful black-winged overlord and leader of the 12 stars of heaven. That unfortunately got destroyed.
俺が強くて速すぎるんだ。これはただの虐殺だ。
But fast forward 200 years later, he wakes up in that body in the game world of X-Gate. However, now he is without any followers, no army, and just a person who looks ordinary like everyone else since everyone just pretty much forgot who his character was before. Well, you know what time it is. It's time to rule this world once more and show everyone who is in charge as the mighty overlord he once was.
ようこそ素晴らしき魔法の世界へ。どうやらあなたもこの世界へ迷い込んでしまったようね。ここへ来てしまったからに。
A new villainous anime is nearly here in 2025. A teenager that loves to spend her time writing fantasy romance stories of her dark history. And now, she has become its most despicable villainess, and it's a matter of life and death to remember her character because, as you all know, the villainess, their routes lead to their doom. But she does meet up with a character eventually who she never even heard of or wrote about in her story. So, can she really trust a stranger that never existed before? Now, let me ask you this, but how generic can anime series get? Well, we got this one. The same old stuff you've seen before with an overpowered protagonist. Errol is the son of the Sword Princess and the Magic King. However, he was branded as classless. Having a class at a young age determines how successful you will be in life. And when one doesn't have any, well, they're labeled as failures. However, even without a class, Errol still believes that he can achieve greatness through hard work and effort. You know what they say, it's the old-fashioned way.
でも負けねえ月宮さんを守るんだ陰陽回転リバース
It sure seems like David Productions are heading into creating their very own original Isekai anime series of a delinquent protagonist in another world, which sounds really interesting. Now here we have a lone wolf delinquent by the name of Takeru, who spends most of his days getting into fights, avoiding friends, and dreams of a mysterious girl in a fantasy world. But one day, he fell down a cliff. Oh boy, what a shocker, falling down a cliff. And then reawakens and finds himself in another world where advanced technology exists. But to his surprise, the girl from his dreams appears to exist in this world, but strange creatures known as Oni begin to appear due to the girl falling into a doomed future. And now Takeru must protect his girl, learn the art of a jutsu to slay Oni monsters, and be a badass in another world. Now finally, to recommend the last anime in today's video list, Hell Mode, the hardcore gamer dominates in another world. Now while this doesn't really have a full trailer yet, I thought the concept looked really cool, and even though it's similar to a lot of isekai we've seen before, it's your typical overpowered protagonist with trash skills. Kenichi is the name, and he has been playing a game, but recently it's actually shutting down. But then when he stumbles across a brand new game that caught his interest and selects Hell Mode as the difficulty. He then reincarnates to that game world without any help or guidance or whatever. He must somehow work his way to the very top to become the ultimate gamer with his summoner class. That is the end of the Isekai recommendation road trip. If you want more, then I'm sure you know exactly what to do. But if you did enjoy, then please do drop a like to show your support and subscribe to stay notified of all my latest uploads here on YouTube. Take care everyone, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one.